is what we want to see from Keen and Fnatic here in game number 2 of the upper bracket semi-finals of the Corsair Dream League Season 11. The Stockholm Major, indeed. And we are in the draft. We got Keen Gaming on the Radiant side, Fnatic on the Dire side. And we finally have an Oracle not first 3 banned. First 6 banned, even.
It's very hard to justify not banning this hero when he has such a high win rate. And when he makes so many cores work right now, your Dead Prophets, your Terrorblades, he also just completely demolishes some offlaners such as Batrider and Darkseer that are played a lot. So Oracle, a top pick. And I'm surprised he wasn't banned, actually.
Yeah. And here we are with the sustain. I mean, with Oracle, not only do you cancel out all those great things, but you also keep your boys alive. It just looks really good, especially in conjunction with another healer. And Tiny going to be instantly picked up with a Cottle again.
They did this opener so many times leading up to this match. Tiny Cottle. Kaka's Tiny, incredible. One of the things I liked about Tiny against Oracle is the insta-burst factor. Like, you can't really false promise, like, well, you can go on the Oracle for one thing, instantly kill him, or even some of these squishier teammates, you're not going to be able to false promise before the Tiny combo comes out.
You basically have to be, if Tiny gets a good laning stage, if he gets a good early game and that Blink Dagger fast enough, Oracle, basically when I play Oracle as a 5 versus a Tiny, I'm always hiding in the trees. I'm always trying to be in the fog, which isn't really easy as you want to be close to the target that you need to save as well. And Tiny just makes your life living hell as an Oracle. He just bursts you down instantly. So.
And one of the best things that we've seen Keen use this Tiny for is just positioning. Just being able to toss guys out of these fights that don't want to be tossed out, toss other guys in. I mean, this Tiny is really caca points like nobody else right now.
Cottle picked up again by Keen Gaming. What game is this? 6th, 7th for Dark to play it?
Oh, that poor Anna. Let him out of the cage, please.
Honestly,
I mean, he's probably asking for it at this point, you know? It's your new young team playing a major. He just wants to be in his comfort zone. I don't imagine it's just the team saying we're going to pick Cottle. It's probably Dark, like, just, yeah, it's my best hero.
Please, Papa. Another Cottle, I beg you.
It's all he wants. I mean, honestly, he's probably hoping to just get to keep playing the same hero over and over again. You get
after playing 6 games of Cottle, can you play anything else afterwards? You need some pubs, man. You need to go back to other heroes a little bit. You'll be cosplaying Cottle in other heroes.
I know.
Honestly.
Well, as we leave the mental state of that poor tortured youth behind, let's talk about what happens if Tiny doesn't do his job, though. We do have the Juggernaut Healing Ward again, in conjunction with that Oracle, meaning that we have got a lot of sustain. More burst on the side of Keen, more pressure could, alleviate that, but as it stands, looking like pretty tanky stuff coming out from Fnatic.
Fnatic again banning out that Ursa, which leaves that Timbersaw pick open for them. They can take that, and I believe that's why Keen Gaming, they're taking their time a little bit here. They're thinking, should we ban that out? It's ice after all, and he just destroyed us with that Timber. The Batrider ban is also good, as you do not have the Oracle on your side. You don't have that possibility to pick an Oracle, so banning out the Bat makes sense.
Still got that big player in Pangolier, though. I mean, do you ban out the Timbersaw or and let them get the Pango? I mean, that's even worse in a way.
Yeah, Pango right now is just such a strong hero, and they ban out the Brew instead. They ban out a teamfight-oriented hero. Also a hero that brings some dispel, so maybe they're thinking something that struggles versus it.
I mean, a big part of these team fights is being able to have all the heroes do what they want to do quick, and his Brewmaster's ability to just take a man out with the Tornado, control all these different heroes and cause a lot of problems, is just not something Keen wants to deal with.
Brew, I believe he has a pretty high win rate as well in this tournament, and as you said, just such a huge potential in that hero on the laning stage and after it. And just the team fight potential is way too big to...
Yeah.
Fnatic's turn. Well, there's the Pango finally, ignored in the previous part of the draft.
Yeah, definitely.
Comes out third.
I think that's a denied pick as well. I mean, goes okay with their draft. Of course, they want that aggression, they want that mobility, but then you don't want Fnatic to get it either.
They get that Pango. Hero is good, but I loved seeing Pango on mid. I don't like him nearly as much on position 4 and offlane, even though some teams do find success with Pango on 4 and 3. I think the best lane for him is still mid, as doesn't really struggle versus anything. You can lane versus pretty much any hero on that mid lane. And one hero that does punish you in the lane and after lane is Puck. And Fnatic, they do play Puck a lot, so I'm thinking maybe this is just, let's go Puck right now. Why not?
Normally, Fnatic does like to pick Abba's hero last.
That's
so perhaps they would just want to wait and see what else is coming.
They don't have last pick this game, so that sometimes changes
True.
a bit. They know their mid is going to get counterpicked regardless, or not necessarily counterpicked, but Keen Gaming is going to save their last pick majority of the time for their mid lane, so you don't get a chance to see your matchup. So Puck's the hero, you may just want to grab it.
But if we're thinking this way, certainly Keen Gaming must have thought about it.
Yep.
If they picked Pangolier, they knew that the Puck is coming out, so maybe they have a plan. Maybe they have a hero that's going to crush Puck on mid right now. However, what's good for Fnatic right now is that you said, Shivas, this Puck, like usually if Abed plays it, it's last picked, right? They love to last pick Abed's hero,
Yes.
but it doesn't have to be Abed. You can play him on 4, you can play him offlane as well. So. The only thing that you need from this Puck is basically Dream Coil to stop Pango every single time from his little thunder roll.
Yep.
But we have seen that beaten before, though. A lot of people have picked that Puck hoping to use that Dream Coil on a guy like Pango, and then what do? You just get a lot more mobile heroes. I think last time we saw Lycan was a good way to make sure that Puck really didn't ever know what target that he wanted to use it on and caused a lot of confusion.
That was VP versus EG, I believe,
That's
right?
correct.
Yeah, they did manage to crush that Puck and VP, but at the same time, as you said, that Dream Coil wasn't used on Pango. So.
Yep.
By the way, the Pango which has got through this game, the other hero that got through is DJ's Enigma.
Yeah.
Unbanned, untouched, and Keen don't have any good answers to a BKB Black Hole right now.
Beaver?
I mean, Old Chicken loves this hero. It's his bread and butter. It's, I'd say, his best hero.
Seen a lot of comfort picks coming out for King. And
there it is
Timber.
again. I am starting to get worried. With the previous game in mind, where we said that long team fights is really the name of the game with sustain, Fnatic surely has the upper hand at this point. Sir, action pants? You're laughing at
pants?
No offense, sir.
don't give that man attention. Back before I was Sir Action Slacks, I was on the Steam user forums as Sir Action Pants writing fan fiction for TF2. Don't look it up. Hey, put that sign down. Don't tell people about those days.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Those were dark days indeed. So Timbersaw, usually a really good pick, but this is a much different game than last time, isn't it? I mean, these guys are a lot more bouncy, a lot more mobile.
All right, Weaver, he can bring the damage and minus armor over the Timbersaw, but at the same time, you don't really have a lot of catch.
Yep. If anything, it looks like a slightly better Timber game, at least as far as not having a huge amount of kill potential.
You don't have that Lion against you this time around, yeah, and the Doom against you, so it isn't really a bad Timber game. I just hope that Keen find a way to actually shut that Timber down in the laning stage. You can't let him free farm. If he free farms again, he's just going to roll out of control once more. That Ursa ban also made a lot of sense, just from Fnatic. They're just preparing this Timber pick. They really like it seems.
Are you guys worried about that catch still? I mean, really, they have Oracle's Q, which ain't great, and then Puck's Dream Coil.
Not for Fnatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fnatic, their catch is solid. For Keen Gaming, you have the Pango and Tiny, Keeper of the Light with his ultimate, but it's not really that great, not versus a Timber.
You're very reliant on Tiny as far as finding picks, because, you know, team fight-wise, that's when you want to use that Cottle ult, but...
Right? Nerd Spirit?
Where's Bird?
Yeah,
good answers, Weaver.
Yep, saw that attempted before in the bug game earlier today, but much different scenario here. I mean, pretty much every target that you hit with that Earth Spirit is really good, and it doesn't have to worry about 4 heroes running at him at once.
Yeah, this time around,
That's
it's not
okay.
only. This time around, it's not only the Earth Spirit that's supposed to be catching this Weaver. You can be the second follow-up or even the third. You have the Puck, so it's completely fine to pick that Earth Spirit as some additional catch, and also he can be that bulky frontliner early on in the game.
There's still something like an OD if they really want to try and address this Timbersaw, and they will go OD.
Nice,
So-
nice.
Nice call.
I mean, you're playing versus Timber, it's save against Jug, it's like...
I like the call for OD, but at the same time, Puck, if Abed plays this right, he's gonna crush that OD in the lane.
Yeah, tough
Puck,
lane.
It's a tough lane for OD. And he needs to roll out of control. He needs
You're not
to be
looking
that.
to win the lane, though. That's the thing. You're just looking to get enough that you can come online in the mid game and deal with the Timber, as well as, you know, offer a save against that Juggernaut Omni Slash.
Yeah.
So is that OD pick enough to sway you in the direction of Keen Gaming?
I think Fnatic just looked like the better team in Game 1. They showed up, they were running on the stage, they looked hype, ready to play. Keen Gaming, they just looked a little bit disconnected. So I'm going to side with Fnatic in Game 2.
How about you, Lizard, sticking with Fnatic?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Fnatic again. I think that OD, in order for him to do well versus the Timber, he first and foremost has to have a good lane, which I don't see happening versus Abed's Puck. I'm going to go with Fnatic.
Oh, Keen has so many comfort picks. Kaka Tiny. How could he go against it? But I mean, we're seeing the same thing we saw last time. Sustain, Oracle, saves, and I can't go against a Timbersaw on ice again, so I gotta go for Fnatic too.
I cannot go against an Oracle. A Jabs Oracle? Come on.
Come on,
good.
guys.
It's good. Caster's
Thus
curse.
far, yes.
Oh,
we
no.
have cursed
This is
it
the first
quite a
one.
few times. But let's find out what's going to happen. And of course, make sure you vote for your MVP. And let's head over to OD Pixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, GBS. Fnatic versus Keen Gaming. Game 2 just about ready to start. We'll see if it works out once again for Fnatic. They're going for some similar picks here. We've got this Jug, this Timbersaw, and of course the Oracle this time around to be the one to provide those saves and sustain that they're going to need to play fast like they did in Game 1. Have Keen Gaming got a better answer this time round?
At least they've got the Pango. I think that's one of the biggest things. And they've got Kaka, in my opinion, on a more comfortable hero. I think Lion can be a pretty hard hero to execute. Even though he did pretty well in that last game, he got like good timing blink, got a couple finger kills. This hero just kind of plays itself just easier, just the nature of the hero. So looking at this, we see the last pick OD, which OD versus Timber, like they're talking about, great. However, he's versus the Puck, which in lane, Puck is excellent, but then also, you have built-in silence on Puck, you have built-in silence on Earth Spirit. One of the things OD detests playing against is those silences, because you just can't really do anything. You can't save yourself, can't cast your Arcane Orb a lot of times, and he's versus a Disarm as well that can come out from that Oracle if he's close in range. So it can be a bit tough, but they do have quite a bit of team fight in their unit on Keen Gaming. Once they do get their 6s, that Cottle as well as that Pango can really disrupt pretty much everything. It's going to be a lot of to see who gets the initiations and how these lanes play out, of course.
I mean, and for the OD, for that reason as well, do you imagine we're going to see something like 4-star BKB being sort of the first two? Does he have to get the BKB early this game? Can he be greedy? We've seen still OD sometimes trying to go for the Midas build-up. What sort of pace do you play as the OD this game?
I'm personally always a big fan of Force F. Just like double null, Force F. You need mobility on this hero. That hero just suffers so much when you can't like Astral and save yourself, or if you Astral a teammate if you have to, which you probably will versus some Omni Slash or something, you have to be able to save yourself somehow in some other manner. So, always like the Force F.
I'm always ready to see what DJ can do on his Earth Spirit, one of the magic makers on this hero. And there's going to be a lot of eyes on him, as you say already. There are these heroes that are very vulnerable to DJ getting a good jump on.
Yeah, and he could go for, I mean, if he wants to gank a Weaver early, he could be going for that, like, 0-1-1 build. You get the silence instead of that slow to try to set up. And he's playing it as a laner. If you looked at the Earth Spirit's items there, he has the Stout Shield, double regen, double tango. So it's not your, like, Orb of Venom. He's not trying to move around too much. He really just wants to play face up, set up Timbersaw for a good lane, then he can make moves. Just like that last game when he played the Nyx. Get your level 3 on your Timber, and you can kind of leave him to play zone.
Yeah, we're going to see Kaka TP down bottom, so he's going to be able to allow Keen Gaming to force these dual lanes once more. Dark's backing up old 11 up top. And yeah, Kaka will be there to provide the safety required for this Weaver to have a good time. Old Chicken to make sure that he gets a good start in this game.
MP should be able to farm like, just fine up here. They can even threaten kills constantly with the Oracle Jug combo. So Keen, they do have to be pretty careful here as Jabs setting up the Fortune's End, but it's a bit too far away. Cottle is speedy, still with that 332 movement speed.
Yeah, old 11 able to trade back a little bit of damage there with the Swashbuckle. Keep Jabs back, and Dark will be there between the two of them to make sure the Jabs can't go for an easy walk back to the lane.
So an already Puck-favored matchup versus the OD. We see Abed, he actually gets the lane ward. So he eats the lane ward because they placed an early ward with DJ. As we saw him rolling back toward that bottom lane, he wanted to place an early ward. So he has high ground vision of this OD. So he'll constantly be able to get that harassment and be able to watch out if the OD does step up to try to get those Astrals from the high ground. So already going to be more of an advantage here for Abed, but Dash is doing okay. 7-0 for now.
Of course, not only the Weaver that has to worry out for DJ. This is definitely a game, right, where DJ can look towards the mid lane and the point in top lane. There's that combo you're talking about. It's going to set up for first blood. They're in with the control, with the Fortune's in, and with the Blade Fury forward. That'll be first blood for MP. He got it first game. He's going to get it in game 2 as well.
Yeah, even if you have 332 movement speed, which is 27 over that Jug, but he's able to close that gap. And Oracle, trading hits with Oracle is pretty painful. Hero has a great base attack animation.
You've got to be careful. I mean, we saw MP, he got those first 2 kills in game 1 and he had a fantastic game. The itemization was perfect.
Oh, look at mid. DJ has a haste rune. He looked like he wanted to snipe Courier, but the TP's coming.
He's got to help out Dark. Well, sorry, help out Jabs kill Dark, because Dark has been forced to, well, I say forced, he was sort of baited in there. He's playing around with Jabs, and there was more than enough time for DJ to react. Bottom lane, they'll try for the toss back onto Ice under the tower, but there's creeps available, so the tower will not start hitting him.
And DJ would have definitely had that Courier if he stayed there, too. Ends up being like a little bit of a trade. Jabs probably makes the call. It's like, yo, come top, and DJ looks, and he's like, all right, you know what, it's a risk. Either I may not get the Courier, that's a free kill.
That's Kaka trying to do his best down bottom to keep Ice out, but Ice will trade back damage with the Whirling Death anytime that he comes close. And that mid lane matchup continues to be led by Abed on the puck, having that CS advantage.
Ice having a little bit more trouble this time down bottom, but as soon as that level 3 kicks in, we'll see that start to change. However, Weaver, you can, once you get your swarm up, you can actually put some pressure. If you have the combo as well from that Tiny. Yeah, but if Ice is full, he shouldn't be able to. If he's like full and he's not all the way like at the tower, he should be able to be just fine.
We'll see the pulls being made here by Kaka to try and make sure this lane's in a position where Ice is going to have to farm sort of in an area that is close to the tower and could leave him vulnerable to tossbacks.
Yeah. Same thing top, they're actually pulling both sides. Keen, that is, as the Cottle will be able to secure the last hit with a blast. DJ, so he wants to try to pressure something here mid, but I mean, Abed's not really level 6 just yet.
See how far Dash does set forward. He is going to head up top, just checking to see if the 4-minute rune is going to be there, but it's down bottom. I'm going to see now DJ go for the roll forward. Does land the stun. He's able to get the kick back into the silence. Astral will be popped down to hold back the Earth Spirit, and that'll be enough to keep DJ safe. Dash safe. Kaka TP's in, and now the turnaround is DJ's going to get tossed underneath the tower here by Kaka. With the damage from Dash, it's not enough though. DJ's able to walk off. Dash doesn't want to commit for the chase down, for the kill. He knows that Abed's still there at the side, and he was very low on the OD. So neither side getting the kill here.
Both mid laners having pretty much exact same items. They're going double null with a raindrop to block some of the magic damage. And they're just, make sure you can guarantee those runes in these type of matchups. I mean, I feel like power runes are becoming like more and more important.
So DJ, he's able to get the setup onto Dark, rolls forward, has the stun, Root's going to hold him down, Blade Fury's going to be there to finish off the kill. In fact, DJ takes the final touch. He wants a bit of the money from that one.
He wants some boots on that Earth Spirit here. So runes will come out. Should be a 2-for-2 here, it looks like.
We'll see on the bottom lane, this Weaver having a very good time. 29 and 13. It's a strong, solid opening for Old Chicken. But again, I mean, we saw in game 1, solid starts for sort of the 2 core farmers on the side lanes for King Gaming, but it didn't amount to too much as the game kicked off.
Yeah. Their OD's being slowed down quite a bit. But yeah, that Weaver and Pango farming just fine. 11 already has a Javelin picked up, so early on with Javelin can put a decent amount of pressure onto supports, but now I will. Oh, MP?
Ooh, just go a little far, but it doesn't matter. They've got the Purifying Flames. I mean, this Pango, old level's got to be careful. He keeps using the Swashbuckle to sort of just throw some damage in, but it's not the shortest of cooldowns early on, so he will get caught out if he's not getting buffed up by the Chakra Magic.
Yeah. So level 1 Chakra too. He's gone for the 1 point in Blinding Light to try to protect as well, but won't be able to. As we see mid, Abed is 6, so he might call for a rotation once his supports do have mana. Right now the Oracle is low. DJ can look to TP and follow up if we see Dash step up too far. But yeah, Dash is 19-6 to the 31-14 of Abed. Like Panel said, like Lizard was talking about, the gods, they said, this is going to be a hard matchup, and Abed got the D ward and he had his own in ward for himself.
Yeah, he's absolutely crushing it. I think we have seen this matchup, as you say, go the way of the puck, but this is on a bit of another level. This is Abed playing it perfectly.
Yeah. He's even got his, I believe, his bottle coming out in the Courier. Oh no, he's actually gone for the crown instead. Cool.
It's Kaka. He has got an Invis rune. See if they're able to outplay Abed. Oh, let's still see Arbet, be careful. He has got that sentry, and that I think did clip him as came in, so that's the last seconds as well of it. So Arbet's going to be fine. They won't be able to make the move on mid.
It's too hard to kill him anyway, with a raindrop too. Like 1,000 HP Puck with a raindrop. Good luck killing that when you don't have a level 6 on your OD. You're going to need 3 heroes. Ice is at level 5 bottom. He's going for the double crown, probably going for that Atos again on the Timber since he's versus a Weaver, provides some extra lockdown.
I'm going to try and kill him off. They do have the Avalanche and Toss. A lot of magical damage. Is it enough, though? Stick charge is going to be popped. Ice. He's going to try his best to get the bug off him. Old Chick is looking to dive underneath the tower. Ice will be able to walk it off. Not enough damage quite there from Keen Gaming to kill this Timbersaw.
I like this Javelin purchase, too, though. I was like, oh, wow, he is actually hitting that Timber pretty hard. That, you know, being able to pierce that armor easily with that magical damage. 100 bonus. Both from the, I mean, both of them, right? The Pango as well as that Weaver, they can actually have the damage to be able to bring down that Timber. They don't.
Yeah, if they get the procs.
They're not going to maybe desperately need the OD to beat that one to kill him with those Javelins.
Up top, Old 11 has to be a lot more careful now that the 6 is online. Anytime he swashbuckles forward, there will be reaction. And Fnatic, they're even bringing 3 heroes up top to try and make some sort of a play. DJ and MP. See where they head towards. So find a little bit of a stack here. Take that away from Keen Gaming.
They have absolutely watched replays, because Dark, if you've watched his Cottle, he stacks a lot when he's playing this, and he's always making sure to jungle to catch up and keep his farm going. So yeah, immediately they invade. They know where the Cottle is. Great heads-up play.
Radiant's middle tower is under
CMP,
attack.
you can see if he can catch out Dark, maybe for a free kill with the Omni Slash. He's going to find him, and he goes with the bounces. The bounces, they're not actually going to be shared. Old 11, he doesn't go anywhere near him. That's going to be in the Dark's dead. Now they don't even get the control onto Old 11. Old 11, he's got Swashbuckle back up in a second, but it's not going to be soon enough. They just kill both of them. Fnatic getting all this action and glory for MP. He's having another fantastic start on the Juggernaut.
6-0.
It sort of seems like King Gaming are kind of handing it to him on the top lane. Towards the mid, Kaka will try and hold down Arbet, but Arbet's still able to jump over to the orb. He'll be more than fine, balls up.
He's toying with them. He has an Arcane Rune. He's just ping-ponging
And
back
look at the
forth.
side. DJ and Jabs are coming in. They will have a TP. Jump forward from Arbet. He's going to get the silence. The Tree Golem to the 2 of them. Here's the backup. DJ will roll forward. Has to kick Kaka away. Kaka's able to block it off. Now King Gaming, they're bringing everyone into the mid lane to get some kills. Jabs will walk in, trying to make space for DJ and Arbet to get away with the toss forward. But Arbet, phase shift, he's able to burst and jump away. He's going to keep himself far enough away from this Pangolier, so Arbet will survive. Jabs there doing exactly what he needed to do. Just walking down mid. It was the right play. Everyone else got out safe.
This Arcane Rune just, I mean, came in so clutch for Arbet. He may have actually died if he didn't have it, just being able to constantly have that orb, even the phase shift up. So they force 4 heroes mid, which I think Keen, that's the right play, but they wanted to get a bigger kill out of it. They committed the OD, they needed to get that puck. They end up losing their safe lane tower now, and Ice, level 7, you look at that net worth, he's top 4.
So he's having, as good, if not even better of an opening than he did in game 1 on his Timbersaw.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like great preparation from Fnatic, and right now they're executing it very nicely, just setting up MP for a perfect game again. 4,400 net worth. This time he's going for drums early on. All about that early aggression. No Midas is here on the side of Fnatic.
And I guess at the least as well for Keen Gaming, the fact that they have a Weaver this time instead of a Troll does mean that they will be a little more ready to fight earlier on. You're going to see this Weaver get involved, unlike in last game where he gets this Battle Fury on the Troll and he's just hitting the jungle creeps. Old Chick is not going to do that this time around. He's going to be there to answer some of the plays that Fnatic have. So Fnatic do have to be a little careful how aggressive they do get, because Keen Gaming are going to be ready to fight at an earlier time this time around.
Yeah, it should be them like trying to fight, especially because we saw last game, they all just started hitting jungle creeps at some point, and that was disastrous. So they've itemized efficiently to be able to try to take the fights versus Fnatic, but Fnatic has been making the better heads-up moves. As mid.
Yeah, Dark, he does get the D-Ward. And is he going to be fine? Dreamcore's going to end in a second, and he has got Dash by his side. So Arbet will have used the Dreamcore there. It doesn't end up in a kill, so Dark, he's going to be more than fine with that one. Getting the ult out of the puck. MP back to aggressively jungling in this area, taking away sort of control of a part of the map that Keen Gaming do want to stack up and utilize for themselves.
They did see him walk in there, so they are aware that the Jug was there, but now they see him down bottom as the move is trying to be made onto 11. He actually does not have mana. His Mango's in his backpack.
They're going to run him down with the Blade Fury here as well, as he's not even going to try and swat the Mango in, as that's another kill. I mean, MP 402 on his Juggernaut at the same time. Top lane, they'll burst out Kaka. Fnatic 8-1, 11 minutes in with his 2K lead. Just continuing to look to play on a bit of a different level to what Keen Gaming's brought to the main stage so far.
Yeah. Keen's gonna need Old Chicken to make a crazy amount of space for them to try to catch up, because usually you want to see, you're like, oh, the Pango, he's the one who wants to be making the space, but he's versus a Puck. The game gets so much more difficult, because every time you're gonna show up, Abed's gonna come there with a coil, and it just ruins your game. So Old Chicken, he's got a timing here. He's got a Maelstrom. We'll see if he can actually make anything happen with it with Kaka. I think Kaka and him can make rotations to try to set up for kills, in particular. But they have to get themselves somehow on the map, because right now I see Juggernaut pushing extremely far down bottom at no fear whatsoever. We see Timbersaw farming up top with no fear. Fnatic with a firm grasp.
We'll see if they can get that catch up top. King Gaming, they've got 4 heroes now, in fact, also bringing Dark's Cottle up here as well. Only Ice and Jabs here at the top, but let's see if they can find the kills. TP's going to come in, they'll look to move it on to Jabs first. With the Rolling Thunder, they'll burst down the Oracle. Will-O-Wisp is going to be placed down, holding Ice in place for now. Arbet's TP'd in, he's got the first phase ship, but has to be careful fighting underneath this Will-O-Wisp. Ice still alive, now they'll turn Dream Core Silence onto the two of them. Fnatic's in as well, bringing MP with the Omni Slash. He's getting himself more and more action, running down Kaka here with the Blade Fury. He's going to get a double kill on the Jug. They'll lose as well. Dark, 4 dead once again on King Gaming. It just seems like Fnatic, as you say, they know exactly what to do against this team.
Yep.
King Gaming just can't catch a break this series.
They got Jabs, but yeah, that was the Oracle for 4 heroes, and Abed, he was actually patient. He was like, he could have coiled to interrupt a little bit of that Rolling Thunder, but no. He waited for the perfect opportunity to get the coil, get the silence as MP was TPing in so that the Weaver can't get the time-lapse off and gets burst down by that Omni Slash.
I mean, MP's, he's just making it look easy this game on the Juggernaut. He's flawless rotation, 6-0-3 at 13 minutes in. He's making sure that he doesn't miss any of the action, and it's not slowing him down at all. He's top net worth, nearly by 2k lead compared to any of the other cores in the game.
And it's a first 2-pick Jug, right? And you look at their lineup, they have no piercing disable that goes through that, through that spin TP, even if he does get to that later stage. If he's able to split push constantly, he's safe. Unless they get a Basher on Pango and he's, swashbuckles.
Look at these fast plays as well, Fnatic with the smoke up.
No hesitation.
Hunting, they're going to look towards Dash. Dash is going to be able to dodge the stun, but they've got the Dream Core laid down. Is there going to be any backup coming in? There's one TP coming through. So King Gaming may have a chance of turning this one around. Kaka, he's going to look to follow up this Astral setup that was put in place by Dash, but the phase shift and the Orb's going to allow Abed to jump away. So even with those TPs, they can't get a kill onto Fnatic. They do at least stop Dash from going down to that gank.
It is a coil expended though, so that's a little bit of waste of time, but is it? They're getting the bottom push immediately, and I actually saw Jabs was trying to do a little bit of a heads-up play. He used the Fortune Ends on the Puck as he's orbing forward to try to get that slow, because he wasn't in range to actually get on top of the OD, but wasn't able to, and I mean, bottom. Ian, how are they going to defend this one?
I mean, here we go. There's that play again. Fortune's going to be out onto DJ. Does miss, though, this time. Again, this stun from the Earth Spirit not connecting, so DJ could be in trouble. Turnaround play is going to be looked to be there. Will-O-Wisp down onto the two of them. They've got the toss as well on the Oracle. Getting Jabs right underneath the ult. The controls there as well that's required to set up for a second. Dash is going to have the kill set up with the Astral. 2 kills picked up by the OD as Fnatic getting a little aggressive with their 2 supports, as they will lose a couple underneath that tier 2 tower.
They used all 3 of their big ults on the side of Keen, though. They use the OD ult, they use the Cottle ult, they use the Rolling Thunder as well. So I think as soon as Fnatic's back up, they can look to just make a play. They know that they're not really at risk of anything. I'm surprised the OD ulted there, too.
And look at their foul. Jump in onto the Weaver. Abed positioned on the high ground, more than ready to prepare for that play. That setup for MP's Omni Slash to come in and get another kill.
Kaka has to run away here. Ice on the chase.
See if he can play around this Avalanche. We'll slow him down a little bit. Odd 11. He's looking for those procs. He's not going to find them. As Ice will be able to move in with the Chakram down, kick forward on the boulder. That's Kaka. There it is. It's 14 for 4. It's getting a little bloody here for King Gaming. Really they have to slow down the tempo that they're losing heroes. They just keep getting outmaneuvered across the map by Fnatic.
But look at them. I mean, look at the map. They've got such deep vision on the side of Fnatic. When you look at the side of Keen, they've got just these defensive wards, and I actually think one of the ones was spotted. I'm pretty sure I think Jabs actually pinged on top of that ward that they have here on the cliff, and then he actually missed the sentry. He pinged literally right on top of it, though. And now he's pinging it again.
And we go mid lane. On 11 now, he's trying with his swashbuckles, but not actually getting the connection there, so no chance of a lucky shot proc.
This time Jabs gets the ward, so now we see King Gaming, they have only that one ward in the bottom side to play with vision. So the information extremely limited. They are looking to try to make a play on what they do see. They see Ice playing extremely aggressive.
They know he's very deep, and they know with that ward down, there's no one really by his side. As Ice, surely he can't get away with being this deep here. The Astral's going to be down. It's going to be that he doesn't actually get hit by the initial bounce of the Rolling Thunder. Will still get followed through on upon by King Gaming, and they'll get the kill, but the tower does go down.
Yeah.
So they will at least get a big kill. Kaka is the one to get the the glory there on that kill onto Ice.
But Abed's still pushing in the mid lane, top lane also, they're still pushing and farming. I mean, oh gee, MP is just so farmed every time I click on him.
Jug. I mean, he's 7-0-3. He has had a perfect opening to this game, MP.
Perfect opening, and like I was talking about, there's no like spin canceling TP, so he should have a pretty free reign throughout the majority of this game. We do see the OD. We see Dash has caught up, and he initially had the 4-staff Q, but no, he's gone for more greed. He's just gone for the Kaya. He wants to be able to do as much damage as possible versus that Timbersaw in particular.
Yeah, I'm guessing sort of that maybe explains why, you know, you look at the Pango, old 11, he's got a 4-star. Because this is not a Pango build that you're used to seeing, but maybe this is the mid saying, hey, I don't want to build a force, you build a force for me, bro. You're going to be the one that saves me.
Interesting. They get the silence, though, onto MP. They get another lucky shot proc with the Willow is down.
He has got an Omnislash and Blade Fury available. It's not going to save him, though. They get the right clicks out. Getting the Jug, it's a big streak to end. Dark's the one to take it, so none of the cores, unfortunately, are going to be the ones to find it. Now, Fnatic, they'll still try and fight back. Roll 4 from DJ, gets the Magnetize out on the 3 of them, but another Swashbuckler and a Rolling Thunder. There's going to be another kill for Keen Gaming. Keen Gaming, they will surround Ice, but the Dream goes down. They're stepping forward, though. They have the OD here. Keen Gaming can continue to try and fight. They have the silence onto the OD, disarm as well, meaning that he cannot rack up that imp for the time being. Arbed's able to try and break away with the ult. The Swashbuckler's going to miss the Pug, but they do get another kill on Jabs. Keen Gaming having the first team fight for themselves this game that doesn't end up going too badly at all.
Oh, lucky shot. What an ability. He literally just chain silenced the Jug, so he couldn't get spin during the Will-O-Wisp, and then Fnatic kind of trickled in, you know, 1 by 1, or 2 in the beginning, and then they brought in another one afterwards. They didn't actually have their full force, and Keen, they brought everybody. They were ready to take that fight, and much needed for them there. They also held on to the OD ult, so now it's level 2. He has Kaya and even has his Blink Dagger pretty much finished up. No, he's got his own mobility to protect himself.
And old Chicken about halfway on the BKB.
Very good recovery coming out for them there.
Yeah, they needed that top play desperately.
We cursed MP, right? I was just like, man, look at his items. Look how good he's doing. Dead. Has the Maelstrom finished up now, though, but might have to just go for that Manta, honestly, just because of Lucky Shot. I mean, this ability is such a problem. You need to have something to be able to just dispel yourself.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, and he queues up. Yeah, he's got Manta queued up after that Maelstrom coming out on Courier. We see Fnatic. They don't have any vision on the map here, so I'm assuming this is just a smoke to get some wards out so they can have something to play around. Maybe even be able to get themselves a kill, but more than likely just for vision for now.
Yeah, Dash smartly keeping himself close to the base, so
yeah, won't
be going out far on the OD.
He's sensing something is definitely up. No one's showing on the map except for this Timber in the mid lane. No one's defending top. These creeps are just hitting on the tower, so yeah, he's a bit spooked here. As he is, they're going to bring in old 11 to at least try to slow down this push with some swashbuckles. Has to be careful.
Radiant are scanning.
This is the top tier 1. A space there for old Chicken to take it.
Yep.
See if they're able to do anything about the tier 2 push mid already. MP.
Bounties. They're like, uh-oh.
So MP easily able to stand there with the Blade Fury, take the one for the top. And down bottom, we'll see how they get the couple of them as well. So Fnatic brain advantage still contained. Only a 1k lead now, though, for Fnatic. Keen Gaming able to slow down the game long enough to start closing that gap. Get their cores as a whole back in a better and fight-ready position.
I mean, this Weaver he's knocking on tier 2. They gotta respond to Old Chicken here.
Yeah, they will do so, but Old Chicken already backing away. Look at the D ward Fnatic. They know that he had information that they were coming in with the speed that he backed off from that push attempt.
Fnatic still hasn't. They still haven't been able to place any vision, actually. Right now it's just like them de-warding, but even with the one ward they did have when they were going down bottom, they actually didn't place it. Jabs is holding on to it for the time being.
Kaka in the mid, very close to having the Blink Dagger on Tiny. So we'll want to be careful here on these last few CS. A bit of an attempt here from Old 11, who's playing around with the idea of the Rolling Thunder, but with that tier 1 tower still up in the mid, there's no chance of Keen Gaming going too offensive on that. Top lane MP will have to answer for Old Chicken, as Old Chicken's here to make sure this isn't too much of an easy tier 1 tower siege for Fnatic. He'll hold on to it for a little bit longer. BKB only half a recipe away for this Weaver. Fnatic mech complete on Ice, so Again, building towards that point where what we saw last game being closed up at the 30-minute mark. Fnatic again with these items. Going to look to do sort of a similar play. As top, 11 has been silenced. They've got the stun to lock him down and more than enough damage. So 11 is caught out. Tier 1 tower will fall as a result of this.
Yeah,
they can go for more Fnatic.
Yeah, this is their crucial timing here with that mech. They know that on the other side, on Keen, they don't have it. Atos, old chicken.
The Will-O-Wisp will be thrown down in response. In fact, the jump forward and up is causing trouble. They have the false promise. He is going to get held down in the Will-O-Wisp again, but with the false promise, there's no way that Keen Gaming can continue to go on him. Healing ward's going to mean he's going to be straight back up to full health after the ending of the ultimate.
You can see that they feel that power spike, though, right? They pressure the tower, and at no fear, they're diving through. Sure, it's because Pango's dead right now, but they've got that mech, and they've got that extra heal burst advantage over. And even like the mech, in most lineups, it's like, okay, we have the one team fight because we have mech, but you also have Oracle, so it's like, it's kind of even double the effect of it, of course, if you do get false promise with the combo. It's mid.
Gonna go with the Astral, but do they want to commit anything more? There's a lot of backup here from Fnatic. They'll try with the swashbuckle onto Ice, but not getting any lucky shot procs. They've got to be careful with the Pango. Still though, Dash leading in. He's trying to get the hits in onto the Timbersaw, but jump forward with the Omni Slash will be cancelled by the defensive Astral, as Dash will be fine for now. Old level, a little low on the HP, but pops the stick charges, pops in with the Rolling Thunder. They've killed off the Oracle. They've got the bounces as well, controlling Ice. Kaka's in as well. They'll have the damage to do this as Keen Gaming. They'll get a second.
They're almost going to get DJ as well. No, Gold Chicken won't be able to get it. They're able to fight back. They get this perfect jump and out of position a bit here with Fnatic, trying to go for this kill when they don't actually have their coil yet. Blinks forward on Abed, but doesn't have the backup fully. DJ used the Magnetize, but it was a bit of an awkward place for them to fight, as I believe that was Kaka's Blink Dagger reveal as well on the Tiny.
Kaka sends out another wave. Abed quickly out with that Blink Dagger. We'll see the Manta Star now finish from MP, so he'll feel a little safer to sort of go in head first, know that he's going to be very likely to get a guaranteed Omni Slash off, even if he does get silenced as such by the lucky shot.
Just has to watch out for those Astrals. They have to get some type of control when he does use it. They need either the Puck or the Earth Spirit to make the play at the same time as the Omni does come out.
It's MP. Let's know that they're heading this way. I mean, Abed was the one to find him. He's got the Blade Fury. Will now go for the TP. That was a little late, though.
That was very late. Oh, my.
But Kaka doesn't save the toss until it's ending, so he's not actually able to cancel the TP, even though the Blade Fury ended before the TP did. He's lucky to get away there, but he did.
Lucky
he did.
Kaka didn't just avalanche the floor. And he waited so long. I feel like maybe I think he thought he was TPing or something. That was strange.
Either that, or he just thought that there was some sort of BKB cancelling ability that was inbound, but there wasn't.
No.
But he gets out. He gets out back towards the mid. He jabs, forced to use the false promise on himself. Old Chicken and Cackle make sure there's more than enough damage out though, so jabs should still die after this. The Will-O-Wisp is going to be placed as well in an attempt to control more, but already Abed, he's blinked out. The Dream Car holds back Old Chicken for a little bit of time, as Abed will manage to get himself out of there, so just the support kill.
It's really seeming like Fnatic are starting to be the ones who actually are lacking damage. It's like if MP is not there, or if the Timbersaw is not there for like the full follow-up, they actually don't really do that much. The Puck plus the Earth Spear, sure, they have like high spreading damage and all that, but Keen seems to be pretty tanky, even though they don't actually have their own mech. And they're going to be building toward it pretty soon. I see Old 11 has the Buckler, and pretty much the Hedge finished up. So yeah, Fnatic, they're really relying on this Timber, and I mean, mostly is the Jug on dealing out that damage inside of the coil. As Keen, they're starting to claim some pressure back into this game. What, only less than a 1k gold advantage? Experience is actually leading for Keen.
Certainly showing way more signs of life at this point than Keen Gaming were in game one.
Oh yeah.
As now they are closing that gap. They're keeping the game even. Fnatic now with the smoke though. Ready to set up. They've got the Omni Slash ready on MP. This nearly has the money as well for the Blink Dagger. Doesn't have it on him though at the moment.
They saw that Old Chicken has the BKB finished up on this Weaver, so that's pretty hard kill for them to actually burst down entirely with all the saves that come out from the the OD, or if he gets BKB and time lapse off.
Keen Gaming are very grouped up in towards the mid. We'll see MP go for the Omni Slash. They get the silence off as well. The bounces around. BKB's going to be popped by Old Chicken, but Kaka's already dead. They get the Dream Core snapback as well onto the OD. They're on top of Dash. He'll go for the Self Astral. He will have the Blink available and should be able to get out, but no, he doesn't use it. In fact, he stays down. He's still alive though. MP Eclipse. He's not died. Dash again able to Self Astral. There's 2 down on Fnatic. Buyback from Kaka. Keen Gaming, they know this is a fight they can take. Dash is able to blink out after the Astral ends. Old Chicken is still alive. Abed is hunting. In fact, Abed gets the kill. He dives in towards the base. He's looking for Old Chicken as well, but with the Shikuchi, Old Chicken will get away. Now, Arbed able to get themselves at least a big kill in return. You know, Fnatic, they have lost 3 so far this fight. They may lose Arbed as well as they've found him, but in fact, Arbed, he might just get the kill.
He gets the kill.
Oh, he's still alive. Is he gonna, he's got blinking. Oh, he can't get it off. He nearly had the blink available again, but he will end up going down. But that, I mean, that looked to be a disaster for Fnatic, effectively losing 4 heroes, but Arbed putting in the work and getting 2 core heroes as solo kills himself to make sure that the trade was okay.
Yeah, he doesn't make it, you know, it doesn't make it an advantage for them, but he makes it relatively decent. As we see, that was an amazing buyback from Kaka. Just instantly buys back after he gets Omni, gets the beautiful play coming in to clean up MP as he's not spinning.
Just a little, I mean, we've already seen this game how well Arbed has been dancing around the lineup of Keen Gaming. Plays like that, suddenly keeping the trades good.
Kaka literally got like 1,500 gold from that buyback. Blink Dagger and 2,000 now on this Tiny. Also level 14. Got all the experience for the kills that were there in that fight.
It was definitely a bit of an unfortunate start as well for Fnatic because it would have gone a whole world better if they killed Dash in time. But he lived on so little HP, meaning he got to turn around, get off another Astral, get off the Sanacy's Eclipse. They was very close to bursting him at the start of that fight, but not quite able to do so.
That's what we're talking about, right? Their damage is, you know, if the Timber's able to connect with all spells, you can say, yeah, they have very high damage, but their damage isn't really that reliable. There's burst to go for this OD who... How close are we getting toward these BKBs? He's actually finished the Hurricane Pike. Feels like he can stall out one more item before getting that one. He's level 18 now on the OD too, so those last few fights that Keen has actually won have gotten them so much experience.
Jump forward in the mid lane, Dream Call. And forced to the side, no escape for old 11. He's dead for a minute. That's a decent amount of time where they don't have to worry about this team fight control that the Pangolier has been offering. So Fnatic will move straight down the mid lane, look to clear off a tier 2 tower potentially as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's Dagon now being picked up by Arbed. He's going to be able to make more of these sort of solo plays that we've seen. And Fnatic, they'll go for the Roche objective. Straight into the pit, MP and DJ.
It's like he heard us, right? Saying they need some more burst damage coming out from their lineup, and yeah, picks up the Dagon right away. I like that quite a bit here.
King Gaming, they should be able to get here in time, though. It's not the quickest of Roshan. It's obviously a very safe one with the healing ward. They've got the sustain.
Pango's still dead for 25. He has buyback, but they have the Willow.
And they have the Sanity's Eclipse. It's just come back online. Now there's the buyback. King Gaming, they want to fight this. Kaka jumps in, but the Blade Fury's out already. MP backing up. Old Chicken and Kaka, they'll move forward, though. They're trying to get on top of Arbed. The Will-O-Wisp is down. BKB popped by Old Chicken, but they've lost Kaka. The Swashbuckle comes in. Jabs is taken out, so there's no possible false promise to back up Fnatic if Fnatic continue to try and fight this. The BKB's about to wear off for Old Chicken. Arbed, he's outside the pit, has still got the Dream Coil.
They know Kaka's dead, they know the Will-O-Wisp was used, and they know the BKB on the Weaver was used right now, so it's a little bit scary for both sides to kind of commit forward here. But for Fnatic, when they have their Oracle up, that's when they can look to actually make the play, as they know that they'll have a man up, as well as a couple more ultis. Just both teams keeping their high ground advantage.
And neither of them really wanting to go back into the pit before they have the full 5-man back in the game.
Now, Weaver's BKB still about 25 seconds. Fnatic, they're starting to make their move in. Jabs is alive again.
And Healing Ward back, available once more. So it's out. MP can tank the Roche. Continues to try and take this on their own, and as for, we'll see if Old get it. Tries, but the silence. Arbed jumps immediately to the backlines. Defensive Astral will be there to try and buy some time for the Pangolier, but Ice is on top of him. They get rid of Old 11. Now around on the back, Jabs. He's being focused down by this Weaver. The silence to get Arbed. This Puck just playing around with Keen Gaming. Jump for the Yule's control as well. Another silence is out onto the OD. Fnatic, they'll chase the slow. The silence
Another
again.
silence.
Root down from Ice. That's going to be Dash dead as well.
And now they've got all the time in the world. The Pango used the buyback, so he's dead for 70 seconds. Weaver down for 50 as well. That was so well done there by Arbed.
I mean, DJ's even hunting for more.
Yeah.
They're going to find Dark in the tree line. He's a little on the mana, but he's going to have Greaves ready to pop again in a second. So bam, there you go. Mana's ready for the Chakram to come out. Another kill for Fnatic. But you said around that pit, Arbed's plays there, 2 crucial ones. Instantly getting the silence from that Pango, making sure there's no potential Rolling Thunder to mess up the Roche, and then also being able to catch out the Weaver. That silence making sure that MP gets the full Omni Slash off.
Yeah, the entire Omni Slash going on him, and that's when they identified, right? They saw Weaver's BKB was used. We've got the 5-man lineup. Keen cannot fight around this when the Will-O-Wisp was used, with their BKBs were used, and now Fnatic, they might be able to get a Rex.
Yeah, they're pushing every single lane here in against Keen Gaming. They're going to get a lot out of this. I mean, they are going to be back up in about 10 seconds. They'll at least get a tier 3 bottom.
They can go for shrines. Just clean those shrines up. Then you have this just overwhelming map control.
They're going to get 2 tier 3s by the looks of it. Ice as well.
Is he going to get it as well? Oh, he misses his chain. He's low on mana.
Oh, they can punish this indeed.
Oh, he is looking dead.
That missed Timber chain is certainly going to be a dead Timber Saw.
And that's how much int? 24 int now too? Maybe they can actually smoke and immediately look for a fight on Keen. With that int built up, they are very strong right now.
Did get the tier 3 tower though on that lane as well.
He did.
So a lot of money all around for Fnatic. You can see Abed already shooting up in the levels of his Dagon.
Yeah. So they got to address, push out these lanes really quickly, and I guess that's going to waste a little bit of the time for the stacks for the OD for them to be able to fight. So getting those lanes out before they can make a move. And we see Fnatic. They're all kind of defensively playing themselves.
DJ just picking up some levels himself in the mid lane.
He's going for he's queued up a Hex, by the way.
Go for the big box. Go for the big items. I mean, it's sort of that point where you get a Hex on, you get that Hex off. It will win you the game.
What level of Dagon do we have?
Level 4.
It's
just gone up so quickly after those last few fights.
When did he pick up the Dagon? Like 25 minutes, 24 minutes? He picked up like
more recent than
maybe
that.
even more recent than that. Yeah, 26. He's got 4 levels of Dagon already. This burst damage. I mean, Pangolier sitting at 1600 HP. He's definitely burstable if he gets jumped on by the Puck as well as one other hero. We see DJ, the Earth Spirit, is sitting at 2400 HP compared to 1600 Pango. So this Earth Spirit can soak a lot of damage here for his team. They just really have to watch out for the OD. That's the big one because now the timing is there. Blink, BKB, Kaya.
And he's got with the level 20, that plus 2 sanity's Eclipse multiplier, so
Yeah.
that extra bit of damage ready to burst with.
14 int multiplier, or so it says with the Kaya thing. I know people had debates about that one, if it actually works like that or not.
MP.
He has the Oracle behind him as well as the Timber Saw.
He's also got the newly bought up BKB and Aegis. He's actually going to pop the BKB straight away here, MP. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to do much with it. The root's going to be there as they find the Weaver heading in. The old chicken does get the time lapse off in time. BKB's going to be popped as well. MP's BKB will finish off jabs.
Yeah,
he's getting on, but the false promise is out, keeping him safe. And indeed with MP jumping back in with the Omni Slash. He's bringing the ball low. Arbed's in. Dagon silence. That's the Weaver dead. Blade Fury chased down onto the Cottle. There's going to be a buyback straight away from Dark. As Dash's BKB is about to wear off. Ice is chasing. Old 11 trying to hold the back with the root. Cancels the casting off the Rolling Thunder. Can he actually get it off? He will get it off. So Old 11 should be able to roll away. So if there's any way they can chase him down, Ice is certainly going to try. Rolling Thunder will still bash him back and Old 11 will be safe.
So smart the way they took the fight. They just isolate the Weaver. Old Chicken has to be so careful. I mean, these Atoses, all these silences, we were mentioning how they're going to be a problem, and they absolutely are. Just way too much control coming out from Fnatic.
And towards the base they go. This is a dead Weaver for 45 seconds.
And that was Sanity's used as well. So no Sanity, no BKB. Look how confident Fnatic is playing forward. Ice, though, is going to be eating a couple of hits here.
We'll be able to disarm the OD. Make space for MP to start hitting onto these barracks with the Blade Fury is more than fine to stand his ground. He's got the BKB back up and ready to pop again. Also that Aegis still there for the Juggernaut.
They're double sieging again too. You see Abed, he's going for a Rax at the same time as the bottom Rax is going down.
Key Gaming, they really don't want to use this spy back on the Weaver, but they're going to have to. They're losing the racks, they're losing them quick. Will-O-Wisp is going to be laid down. MP's pretty low. So is Ice, though, able to timber chain out. MP should lose at least the Aegis. Can they kill him a second time? There's going to be incredibly hard to do. So Arbed jumps in back. Defensive Astral will keep Kaka alive for now. So Kaka won't die to the jump forward of Arbed. Old 11 trying to lead the charge, see if he can catch out anyone of Fnatic. Only jabs, of course, in that last sort of 2 fights being the one to die, but King Gaming at least are able to push them away from that bottom racks.
Look what level Abed is. He's actually about to be 25 already in this game for that GPM talent.
He's absolutely massive. I'm a 5-1 and 10.
And now he's going to be going for that Aghanim, so we were mentioning, you know, the saving grace for Keen is they at least have like some of those BKBs, that magic immunity, but with this now, gonna make it so much more difficult. And yeah, he's gone also for, I love that Abed went for, I mean, it's more of a talent that we see here, but the -8 second waning rift in this game, it's got a 5 second cooldown. And he's playing versus heroes that, you know, if they get silenced, they will more than likely die if they don't have their BKBs. Keen, they had a moment in this game around that 28-minute mark where they had a, you know, that small little 1k advantage, but Fnatic just, that Roche pit, execution of the fight around there has really just catapulted them forward to have a firm grasp and control of this entire game here. As yeah, we can just watch Puck's money skyrocket, of course, as well.
I mean, Abed's got to start thinking about what he wants after the axes. It's going to come very quickly.
Get an Ags, he can still replace I mean, not that much more. Actually, Veil, I guess. He get rid of the Veil, and then he can maybe
Okay,
get
E-Blade,
Moonshard.
or-
Yeah, he can get an E-Blade for himself. Or Hex, even.
Or Hex.
I think Hex is probably better. And they can just buy Moonshard for his Jug. Sure.
Talking about Hex's DJ is very close to having his.
How's he doing? Oh, wow, yeah. He's
Very close.
and almost level 20 if he wants to go for the GPM talent, too. So they are continuing to scale quite heavily, and yeah. They look like they're feeling pretty comfortable with the way that they're playing around the map. And the way, the way they're itemizing 2SC Ice with Solo Crest. He's going Halberd too, so they're getting ready for this OD who is already getting shut down quite heavily. They're getting all these more items that makes the game even harder for poor Dash.
Dash is really the only sort of threat that can build up the damage in the fights, get that huge damaging ultimate alpha. If Fnatic get on top of the OD, it feels like the team fight's just going to be over.
Yeah, I don't feel like Old Chicken actually does much inside of the fights anymore. He had this big timing where he got that Maelstrom early on, but now he's got Mjolnir, BKB, but we look at Fnatic's heroes and everybody is just super durable, except for Jabs. Jabs is nice and squishy, but he's got a Glimmer Cape.
Just any time sort of Old Chicken's in place trying to hit people, then Fnatic's going to have an answer.
Especially now that they have a Hex on the Earth Spirit too, so they've got this crazy amount of lockdown that can come through. You can actually like Rolling Boulder stun, Hex, follow up Rolling Boulder stun, and then have follow up from the rest of your teammates too.
Yeah, they can't do what they did last game, King Gaming, and be sort of very slow with the BKB usages. They have to use them boldly. Yeah. Otherwise, they're not going to get a chance to use them at all.
They just have to get some type of Dream Initiation here, and to kill the Puck
They're looking
somehow.
to Ice. It's a bit of a tricky target indeed. There's the counterplay straight away. BKB's going to be out though from Dash. He'll turn towards DJ, but the Sanity clips down and be burst open with a false promise. It's going to keep DJ safe. DJ's able to get out of there. Fnatic, they haven't lost anybody.
Now the Atos.
And now the BKBs have worn off for King Gaming. Fnatic can now move in. Old 11 will be able to get the swashbuckle off before the silence connects. Silence on MP, but the Mantle Star removes it. Fortune's end out to Old Chicken. Sentry Warp will be taken away. Just lose for the one. Looks like DJ did still die. They weren't able to save him even with the false promise. And up to the high ground. Arbed was waiting. Old 11 still alive though, and Arbed actually TPing out of this engagement for now. Back in the mid lane though, MP, he's still fighting. He's moving forward, chasing down Darg. They'll get the kill. That's going to be Darg dead for 100 seconds, and Arbed he's able to get back in with those boosted travel. TP back with the TP scroll. He's back in with the boost, the burst, the silence onto the Weaver. He's going to live. Now Kaka does get the counterplay in onto Arbed. Arbed's still good to go though. They're able to give him the heals up as well from that aura of the Greaves. Arbed's fine. As they'll now push on Fnatic, hitting another tier 3 tower. They'll take the third and final one away from Keen Gaming.
These long duration team fights just...
Oh
my god, is he going to get him? Oh, the Greaves.
He's so close without those Greaves that he's dead every time. But Old 11 does have that burst heal to keep him safe against the damage output that Arbed does.
These long duration team fights just seem like Fnatic just crushing it, because the BKBs are so necessary for the side of Keen. If they're able to actually blow up targets with that initial, great. But as soon as those BKBs go down, you see Abed just like toying with them, jumping in and out of the fight, getting, I don't even know, like 14 waning rifts or something in the fight.
See as they will ignore one another. I know that this is an important time. Roshan's going to be back up. Fnatic, they know with their lead. They take the Rosh. That's pretty much going to be the ticket they need to close this game up.
Yeah. It's just so hard for Keen to really like get on top of any of their targets here. I see the Weaver now queuing up a Hex, and it's like, yeah, that seems kind of appropriate almost, even though the damage is going to be pretty awful from him. They don't have ways to catch these heroes on the side of Fnatic. It's like, Kaka, either you have to pretty much get like the Dream Avalanche toss to kill people. Use the Will-O-Wisp, they can get their immunities oftentimes in between that one.
And with no Keeper of the Light for 10 seconds, there isn't that Will-O-Wisp to help set up around the pit. Surely they've got a Rolling Thunder, but they've got to get it very quickly. Smoke's going to be used from Fnatic. They're baiting Keen Gaming in towards the pit. They know that it's very easy for them themselves to get a kill on Keen before they go for rush. They jump in. They find Kaka. Kaka's been rooted. BKB pressed by MP as he's trying to commit. They are back around the shrine. They Dream Call down onto the two of them. Dark's going to be stunned up. They've lost Kaka. Omni's going to the silence again. Arbed, every time these silences screwing with Keen Gaming. Roots out from Ice. The BKB has to be popped by Dash. There'll be a buyback out as well from Old 11.
Oh, the DD Omni Slash on top of that coil. They just got eviscerated in no time. Look at that damage, 2,700 in the matter of seconds.
Just this Puck's control just ruining every attempt from Keen Gaming to fight.
Abed's played this one to perfection, for sure. They don't have, I mean, it's just really hard for them to really kill this Puck, this Juggernaut. It's just the nature of their lineup. They don't really have the greatest ways of locking it down. They have like they have a toss. Sure, they've got the Pango Rolling Thunder, but as Panel mentioned, as we've seen time and time again versus a Puck, it's a lot harder to play around your Rolling Thunder.
MP will take the rush. He's got that 25. Takes the plus 600 health talent this game. So this Jug he's so beefy. You cannot have any sort of chance of bursting down MP.
Nope. And he's pretty much got his butterfly finish too. When that Aegis does go down, if he wants to replace it, his raw physical damage is... Yeah.
It's just unmatched by any of Keen Gaming. Even with their sort of 3 cores attacking the same target, it's not going to come out as fast as the damage that MP is shooting away.
No.
That's up to the base they go. 10 seconds and Keen Gaming will have the full lineup alive. But a 22,000 net worth lead for Fnatic. Aegis in the hands of the Jug. Onto the Rax route as well, just toying with Dash on the side. He's trying to get some racked up. Anton will be popped. Arbed jumps in with the Dagon, bursts down the OD to half health, and already that's going to be the Rax gone. Kaka tries for a jump forward. Do get themselves on top of the Jug a little bit, but he's so tanky. There's no way that they can kill him with any sort of quick move. He's always going to survive, especially with jabs behind him. As they get that melee Rax, Fnatic getting that step closer to ending this game. Keen Gaming, they need something incredible to swing this one around, as MP and Arbed, they're just miles ahead of anyone else this game.
They need some type of like dream fight with this Weaver that's picking up the Hex right now. They need to get a Hex, build up a lot of int on this OD, and he just needs to lay down the hammer somehow and get multiple kills. But the first thing they need to address is the Puck. But that also means they need to address the Oracle in the back line. So it's got to be like this double initiation. They need to find this Oracle in the back and kill the Puck, because it's just causing so many problems for them. Another DD.
And of course with the Omni Slash still ready to go. Keen Gaming have to be careful. MP, you know he's going to jump in if he sees the chance to. As Fnatic keeping all waves pressured in to the base of Keen Gaming. Making sure that they... Ooh, I mean, MP, you've got to watch out when he jumps in like that, because he's going to look to jump on you. They do get that Hex off onto him, but Arbed again, silence out onto both of the 2 cores. MP will pop the Blade Fury, commit for the melee Rax. Look at the speed that he takes it down with the double damage. Old 11 does jump in with the Rolling Thunder onto the 3 of them. MP's getting pretty low. They'll burst the Aegis once. And then kill him a second time. Old Chicken committing with the BKB onto the Oracle, but the Oracle, he's fine. Jabs is able to walk up with a false promise. They'll try and turn. They'll be able to force up one to the high ground. Will-O-Wisp is down. Old Chicken has to use the time lapse. MP committing with the BKB though, doing loads and loads of damage here. The Omni Slash bounces aren't good though. They only are onto the creeps. So Keen Gaming will be safe from the Jug ult. They have the room from Ice out on the Kaka. They're bursting down the Pango. They'll cut down the Tiny. Fnatic still getting 2 kills. They're finishing off the range Rax here as well.
It's too much sustain. Keen cannot deal with this, even though they've got a great Rolling Thunder by Old 11. Everybody's full HP. They just put a Healing Ward down. They've got the Guarding Greaves. It gets sniped. The Ward does get sniped, but they just don't have the damage to brute force through this Fnatic lineup that just, sustains through everything and finish up the last few buildings here as they're going to commit forward for the kill, and it's a speedy Hex.
It is. Kuchi's out there in time before. They still have the Yules control, with the vision they have, the silence as well. Defensive Astral will be there. Is he actually going to get out of this? There's so much damage surrounding him. Old Chicken is dead for 2 minutes. GG is caught, and Fnatic take the game, take the series 2-0. And Fnatic honestly playing at a level that's just, they haven't been at this level for a while. Sure, they've been one of the best teams in SEA, but now they're just pushing it even further. And at the moment, they're looking like the favorites to take this major.
They used their time off efficiently. That's what I saw in this game. They were de-warding left and right, finding pretty much everything that Keen had used in the previous games this tournament. They see this Cottle first pick. They know it's coming. They know exactly what they want to do to play versus it. They get themselves this Juggernaut. Both games for MP. Has a fantastic game from start to finish. And then Abed just, displaying his power on Puck there.
Absolutely. Hard work paying off, and Fnatic absolutely showing that with this series today. They look unstoppable. I mean, I don't know if it was maybe just this matchup, but Keen Gaming, they didn't have any sort of idea how to play against this team, as it seemed. They had some sort of strategy in mind, but Fnatic was not the team to do this against.
No, I mean, it really just did seem like Keen came pretty much with like same ideas that they've been playing, which has been great throughout this whole tournament, but Fnatic came and they threw a curveball in it, and Keen was not prepared.
Well, there we go. I believe we'll be able to bring back in the panel to wrap this one up. But there we go, Sheep and the lads. It's 2-0 to Fnatic, and they are looking amazing.
They certainly are. And some fun Dota being played as well. I do love that. Action-packed all the way through. Fnatic, clean 2-0, top 3 guaranteed here at the Stockholm Major. And let's talk that one through, gentlemen, because for we didn't jinx it, you know? That's important.
Yeah.
Yes, we did it. Fnatic victorious.
It's too hard to jinx it, honestly. Abed just had a game of his life on that Puck again. He performed so well. I was in the chat during the game just spamming hashtag Abed, hashtag Abed. just a good game for him, a good lane for him, and also he creates so much space and has such an impact with those AoE silences versus the Weaver versus the OD. It was just a pleasure to watch.
Yeah, it was a great game all around, guys. I mean, that was just a certain dominance there from Fnatic.
They're a fun team to watch when they're playing their best Dota. And I think for like SEA Dota fans, for the community, it's like you knew this roster when it was formed had this potential. There's so many superstars on the team, and it finally seems like it's clicking.
Yeah, which is interesting because obviously they've been together for a little while. They've played at all the majors so far, but they keep doing a little bit better every time.
Well, it's time for them to do a lot better in this major. I mean, they seem like one of the top teams. I definitely could see them pull it out in the grand finals and doing something amazing here. I mean, every single hero looks like they're so comfortable on it. They know what they want to get, and everyone knows what they're playing. They're banning it out. They're still making it work. I mean, it's piece of cake Dota from Fnatic.
Let's break that game down a little bit more, because obviously Keen not so successful this time, and actually hold that thought, because first we are going to actually be able to pick the brain of none other than Jabs.
Jabs!
Yes!
Yeah! Jabs!
I'll put over.
Oh! Oh, Jabs!
Sup, Jabs?
Hello.
How you feeling?
I mean, it feels good.
You took his seat.
Yeah.
Look at what you did to me. You deserve it, though. You deserve the seat, definitely.
Thank you.
What do you think about your draft? Like, was this something you prepared for Keen?
I mean, me and Dubu like kind of prepare for the draft very well, I would say, and I think I'm happy with it. Like, I'm playing a lot of hero in this tournament. Yeah.
After you picked that puck, did you just feel like we already have this draft in
Yeah,
our
I
bag?
think we got it.
Yeah.
Jabs, is there any hero you can't play? What's the hero you're worst at?
I don't know.
Yeah, see? Confident.
Confidence. Were you surprised to be able to pick Oracle in that game?
What?
Were you surprised to be able to pick Oracle that game?
I mean, like, we prepare like two kinds of like situation, like they ban Oracle or they didn't ban it, so like whatever. We already have a plan.
Nice. It showed. Blurren worked out.
I mean, as far as your team goes, you're doing a little bit better each major. Do you feel that's also like as a team you're playing better tournament by tournament, that you're on an upwards trajectory right now?
Yeah, I feel like we are improving like tournament by tournament. That's why like we're getting stronger and stronger.
And is it just the consistency, staying together, and like what do you kind of attribute the constant improvement to?
I mean, like, I think you need to have like proper break and like proper training, so it will help you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a highlight clip to go through as well, as you're used to by now. So I'm sure we can bring that one up on the board. It's a Roche fight, around 30 minutes.
Yep.
What happens here? Tell us.
Jabs,
This
where you
one.
at?
I know the Weaver is coming for me, and then I don't think he can kill me. I have ulti.
You buy so much time for the puck to do the AoE silences, right? And then jug with the Omni Slash. You take down the
Bow.
Weaver.
Yeah,
Then the OD. Hello, mister. What are you doing here? You're alone.
we know the Weaver doesn't have BKB.
So it's an easy one to grab on him then. Your OD silenced out, trying to run away here, but he's not quite gonna make it, even though Cottle tries to save him. The entire team just collapses on top of this OD. And this all started from you not dying, using the ult on yourself. How do you know when that's a good time to save yourself rather than somebody else?
I feel like even if they kill me or something, I just have to buy a time for them. They're gonna kill them all.
Do you enjoy playing Oracle when you know the enemy is always going to try kill you to start the fight? Like some Tiny is hunting you? Is it fun?
Yeah, it's like you feel like you're a girl and you get attention from a boys.
All right. We also have, of course, the MVP vote now. Who in this series, and specifically in this second game, would you give the MVP of your team to?
I think it's Abed.
Abed?
Yeah.
All right, let's
bet.
find out. We have the drums.
We got the
have the
crowd.
crowd. There it is. It was indeed Abed. It is Abed with 80%.
Woo! 18%.
80.
Oh, good. I thought no one was voting anymore. 18. 80. Oh, okay,
80.
that's great.
80. What made you say Abed? What did you think he did really well that game?
I mean, he did very well in the lane, and like after that, like he do a lot of stuff for us, like so it's make a game easy to play.
Yeah, it showed. It was a lot of fun. Does he talk a lot when he plays?
I mean, he did talk, but not really a lot.
He's just flashy.
He just owns, right?
Just going in.
That's terrifying.
He just goes in.
I'm going in.
Famous last words. That sounds like a nice guy to play with then. Just going in, owning, doing his job. No, it was a lot of fun watching you guys play. I'm going to let you get back to your team because I know it's been a long day for you guys, at least before you got to play, because those games were pretty quick. Thank you for sitting down and talking with us. And we're going to have Thomas and the band play you out. You can take the same route back.
Woo,
Thank you, Jabs.
Finally, he went.
I'm going in.
I'm going in?
Follow, guys. Yeah.
Going into top 3 of the major.
Yeah, it's just, it's casual. Going in.
And here we are thinking there are some complex minds behind this, some strategies, and some next level shot calling. Nope, I'm going in, boys.
Just seeing what happens.
I mean, that is complex in a way. So confident in their draft, they don't even need direction or execution. The man just goes in.
He said it though, you practice. When you've practiced enough times, you don't really have to communicate that much because you're on the same level, you know what you're all doing. So it does make sense in that way.
But was there really any doubt, Slacks? We saw the tarot card reading before.
Yes.
The fate of Fnatic,
The tarot card.
was already sealed. The win was predicted.
The black magic certainly did reveal everything before the match.
All right, we could take a final look of today anyway at the bracket and see where we at. We have got our upper bracket finalists ready, Fnatic and VG Gaming.
Woo!
They will play tomorrow at the final match of the day, by the way, just getting that out there. And we're going to start tomorrow with Virtus Pro versus LGD in the lower bracket.
Hello.
There's going to be Secret Keen also hereby decided. So we're going to have 4 matches tomorrow. We're going to start early. By the way, we're starting early, obviously, but you guys are also staying late. I'm loving it. You guys have been amazing
Give it up for yourself.
the entire day. Thank you. And thank you as well. It has been a very fun first day. And thank you to Thomas and the band as well. We've had a band. I've enjoyed myself.
Thomas!
Good job, Thomas.
To finish this day off, I'm going to ask Thomas and the band to play us out. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure you're here. You're here, actually physically, and we'll be all good. We'll make it an awesome day. All yours, Thomas.